Number 42, face-off guy for us. Haven't paid for a haircut since COVID. Shout out to him.
Sure. Obviously, proud of our guys. Not a work of art, but against a team, at this time of year, teams are kind of playing for their lives. And so with, 21 seniors, as we found out on senior day, we knew, like they would give their all. And they're obviously a talented team and a Final Four team from last year. So happy for our guys to get a win, to have another opportunity to continue in the tournament. Crowd was awesome today. We kind of looked at it as an opportunity to get back into Maryland Stadium after last week, just another opportunity to maybe walk off the field and feel a little different. And again, wasn't always clean, it wasn't always pretty, but thought, Jake and Jess and Tim did a great job with the game plans, and the guys really committed to them, played unselfishly, played hard, and did a really good job. So obviously starting to look forward with a quick turnaround and a lot of prep to do for Thursday.
Brady, you've turned into a great assister over the past few weeks. What's kind of gone into that? Has it been a mindset change? Has it been game plan, a little bit of both?
This whole year I've kind of just been trying to get 1% better every day, and my teammates, since I've really gotten here, have supported me like 100%, and that means like a lot to me. So, just going through the season, being more and more confident every game, trying to play like my best lacrosse, not only for myself, but for my teammates as well, is what's kind of like changed for me.
So, Coach, the injury bug seems like injuries are kind of piling up. It looked like Geppert went out halfway through. Looks like you guys were shuffling a lot of players in and out. I know you all have a next man up opportunity, but can you talk a little about the wear and tear and the toll that this season's had?
It's Brett and I, obviously he's been here so long. We have our moments where we just talk about our time together and how it's going, and the ups and downs, because we've been through a lot, especially with COVID and his freshman year, and just everything. And we just kind of talk about where we are and what we need to do and how things are going. And listen, I always look at it like, having done this a long time, you're going to see everything. And this is a year where we've just had more like guys get dinged up. We just have. Last year we didn't. So I feel like everything kind of goes around and comes around. So you got to make the most of like what you got. And we have other guys, and we have guys waiting, and we have confidence in them. They just haven't really done it yet. And there have been times, like where, Gep didn't play against Albany, and he's been nursing some stuff. Murph's been out. Obviously, Donald Mullane's a guy that you guys really never got a chance to see. He was a first-team All-American at Bowdoin last year and had an injury that we didn't realize he had. It is what it is, no complaining. Our job as coaches is to put them in position to win. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We've always looked at it as an opportunity for someone else to step up. And if they do a good job, that's just one more guy that we can put in a game. So it is what it is. And again, it just requires a little bit more prep work to get guys ready, and a little bit more game planning. The hypotheticals this week were a little interesting because they played Knobloch down at attack against Penn State, and they had not showed that before. So then it became, will he go down? Will Cameron be back? And then if he isn't, what will they do? So there was a lot of, all right, like the chess match of, all right, what do we want to do and how we want to do it? And we didn't really want to blow up what we did just because Knobloch was down there. We have a lot of respect for him. He is great, and so is Ross Scott. So they kind of have a two-headed monster. So, Jesse always does a good job of prepping up. And like today, Nick Red played a little pole in the second half, played some short stick. We had some offensive guys that were ready to play short stick. Braden was going to play. I didn't tell him that, but he said he'd be happy to do it. So.
Can we just get an official update on Ajax, and do you expect him to play?
We'll see. I know I can't say certain things. I got yelled at for talking about Logan's situation. So we certainly couldn't go today. I'll get an update on Thursday, or probably Monday, just to see where he is. We'll be prepared with or without. I know from what I was told, his season is not definitely over, so there's a chance for him to be back. That part I will articulate because I don't think I'm breaking any rules. And he said that the doctor said, hey, we'll check it out. So it's not, to our knowledge, season ending. So that is like, there's a lot of optimism for sure. The nature and severity, what he can and can't do, we'll just have to see, when Monday comes, Tuesday comes, where are we at?
And Brett, just to follow up, just first time playing without Ajax in a while for you, just last couple of years, forming that chemistry. Just how impressed were you defensively, coping without him, holding him scoreless for over 20 minutes?
Yeah, Coach kind of touched on it. Coach Bernhardt, in my opinion, is the best at what he does. Regardless of the opponent or who's down there, kind of just really confident in our system, and he does such a good job of kind of breaking down our opponent, giving us a good game plan, and whoever we go out there with, we definitely trust that if we follow the game plan, we'll have success and get good results. But in terms of Ajax, it was definitely weird. Even for the last 3 years, we've done our warm up together. Before every game, kind of have a similar routine. So that was definitely different, not being able to do that with him. But still a fantastic teammate. I mean, throughout the week, he was kind of hearing from the docs if he was going to be able to go or not. And just was, constantly in Will Schuyler's ear, constantly, in Colin Burles' ear, and even guarded Russ Scott a couple times and gave me some pointers. So it just shows how fantastic of a teammate he is, and we expect that from him.
You got your pole goal, and I know you play off a lot of emotion out there. And I was talking to Tony in the press box about how well you were moving tonight, and we brought up your running back days at Yorktown. And then right after that, you go 65 yards or so and score. Can you take us through that play?
Yeah, it's funny. After our walkthrough today, kind of stayed out there a little bit longer, was taking some shots with my buddy Chase Cope, and he was just, he even said to me, "I got a good feeling about tonight. You let those go, and hopefully it hits net." But credit to this guy. Kind of made eye contact with him. He saw me trailing and had confidence in me to throw it back, and kind of just had an opportunity to take a good shot, and kind of just was able to hit the net. I think kind of a juice play for us. Definitely got excited. I think I wore my emotions for sure. Got to kind of keep that in check, but just an exciting play for me, especially to be able to do that in Maryland Stadium.
A follow-up for our assist leader. Often late in the shot clock, you've got the ball in your stick. As a freshman, I can see how calm you are here in the press conference, and you work that clock all the way down. What's going through your mind as you're looking to make that last pass as that shot clock gets to 0?
I'm kind of just looking for someone to be wide open. I mean, I'm not trying to thread the needle or anything. I'm just trying to look for the best look, and if I don't have anything, I'll just throw it in the corner and get back in the ride.
For Braden, is there any assist tonight that you like the most, or why? I don't know if you have a favorite. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, as long as they go in the back of the net, that's all that matters. So.
And Coach, all three starting attack and Braden, both Daniels, kind of firing on all cylinders tonight. How encouraging is that with postseason play progressing now?
Yeah, we're going to need those guys. Those guys have done a great job. This team has been awesome. Brett and I talk about it all the time. We got so many new guys out there, and they haven't flinched. They've worked really hard. They've been really unselfish. Each year is different. Each journey is different. And as a coach, again, I've told you guys over and over again, I love this group. It's a great group. The journey is different, but what's rewarding is seeing these guys have success, but work so hard for it, getting knocked down last week, but then really kind of coming back this week and bouncing back and realizing that so much of what they learn here isn't lacrosse. It's, hey man, when things don't go your way, you have a choice. You feel sorry for yourself, or you get back to work and you control the things you control. And these guys have done a good job with that. A lot of these guys, we've lost more games in the last couple of years, and we haven't really tried to be in the comparison game. This year's journey is different. But when you look at it with all the injuries and all the guys we've lost, we were one goal away from winning our conference championship. They were one goal away from having really 3 top 5 wins, and with a lot of new guys. Braden wasn't here last year, and DK wasn't playing as much. He's doing great. So I'm super proud of the guys, just because we just want them to be the best version of them this year. And these guys are doing great. Like, at times we are a little Jekyll and Hyde, but that's normal, you know? So we try not to kill them too much when things aren't going well. Like, we realize we got to keep teaching them, but then it's like, okay, here we go. We want to encourage them because we know we're going to need them. And these guys are really good at being coachable. They'll take the feedback, but, you know, then it's on to the next play.
Thank you, Coach.
Brent, I know Braden doesn't have a preference here, but that sixth assist, he kind of brushed Apgar aside there. How impressed have you been with Braden's just physicality and ability to deal with the Big Ten physicality?
No, I mean, it's been awesome. I mean, you know, Braden's an awesome player, but, you know, even better teammate. You know, the way he carries himself, you wouldn't even be able to tell he's a, you know, 18, 19-year-old kid or, you know, freshman. And even, you know, whether it's him or Eric Cole or even Will Schaller tonight, like, and me being an older guy, like, you really get to see, for the first time in my experience, these guys kind of grow up before your eyes, you know. And this time of year, you know, he's starting to play his best lacrosse, so it's been really impressive. But no surprise, just considering how hard he works and the way he goes about his business.
And Braden, did you feel good about that play bouncing off you like that?
And yeah, I went in the back of the net, so that's all that matters, really, right? Like,
Last one, Brandon.
Brett, Jack scored 3 goals in the first half of them. Really went scoreless for the next 30 minutes or so. What was the biggest adjustment you guys had on him?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, Jack Amon had 3 goals
Yeah.
in the first half, but then really got shut out the rest of the way. What was the biggest adjustment you guys had?
I think we kind of just had an opportunity to kind of come in here, take a deep breath in the locker room, kind of were able to put the film up on the TV, kind of break down, see kind of where we're making errors, making mistakes. You know, there was just a couple times we were kind of over-helping, over-sliding, and then a couple times where we didn't support. So we were able to kind of tweak those things, made a couple adjustments just where we were sliding from, what angles we were taking, and he's a fantastic player though, so tip of the cap to him, but luckily we were able to make some good halftime adjustments.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.